We are at the halfway point for 2026, and I want to talk a little bit about doing a mid-year checkup. I actually just hosted a class about this recently inside of our Get Social Smart Academy. If you're part of our academy, go back, watch that replay. Shameless plug, if you're not part of yet of our Get Social Smart Academy, it's our 10-year anniversary, and we're having so many cool things that are happening this month. We're having our lowest prices of the year. I'll put the information below. Check it out. Let's talk about mid-year, the halfway point. So we're at the halfway point. If you are in real estate, a lot of you are in real estate who follow me. I love to look, especially with your content and marketing, over the last few months. So when you look at your analytics and you look at your data, it's really easy to be like, well, let me look at my lifetime amount of views, my lifetime amount of interactions. And what worked a year ago may not be working right now. So one of the things I'd love to do is to either go into Meta Business Suite, or you can go into your Instagram analytics, or wherever you are spending time on social. YouTube has some great analytics as well. And you want to look at the last like 30 to 60 days. You can even go back to the beginning of the year. So like the last 6 months. And what I'm not looking for is I'm not really looking for views. Now you might look at views just to be like anecdotally, is there a piece of content that like popped off? And sometimes there's a reason why, and sometimes there's not. It just hit for whatever reason. Maybe there was a trending song, maybe there's something funny that happened. Right place, right time, and it's often not something that you can repeat. What I like to look at more are interactions. So what is the type of content that got the highest number of comments, likes, interactions, saves, shares? And when we look at that type of content, I like to look at the last kind of the top, I would say 5 to 10, because that's going to give you an idea of like, well, what type of content are people really liking? Are they liking when I'm talking straight to camera? Are they liking when I'm doing like a voiceover, or maybe B-roll, or I've got like some music and some text on screen? Do they like when I'm teaching something, when I'm being really helpful? Do they like when I'm being cheeky or funny or sarcastic? Do they like when I'm doing a hot take? And by the way, you're not going to have that data if you haven't already been putting out a whole lot of content. So if you feel like, okay, I don't have a whole lot of content to look at your analytics, still look at your analytics. That's still going to be really helpful for you. But also know going forward in the second half of the year that trying out a lot of different types of content, again, whether it's giving a hot take, giving your personal opinion, what's the thing nobody's talking about, trying out different types of content that's going to push you a little bit outside your comfort zone. First of all, it's going to help you create content quicker, faster. You're going to get your own system that really works for you. But also, you're going to be able to try a lot of different types of content to see what resonates with people as well. So I encourage you to look at your analytics. If you've already been putting out a lot of content, a lot of you are very active on social. You've been putting out a lot of content, maybe a couple times a week or daily for a long time. Look at your last 3 to 6 months. Again, what's working, what's not working, and then how can you either replicate that or double down on it, or even repost this. One of the things I talked about inside of our academy recently was you could just download your video and repost it. If you posted something back in February that was evergreen and timeless and like it was still relevant and it did really well, download it and repost it. I use a tool called Snap Insta. I'm not affiliated with them. It's a free tool. You can take the URL of your Instagram link and then download your videos, and you've got a copy of your video, and then you can re-upload it. I like to kind of change out the caption a little bit, but most of the time people aren't even going to know that you've taken the same video and then you reposted it. You could also recycle it or repurpose it. If a type of content did really well, maybe that's an opportunity to turn that into like a carousel post through Canva, or to turn that into maybe something that you write as an email newsletter to your audience. So this is just a great opportunity, especially right now as we are in kind of the beginning of summer as I'm recording this, because the summer for a lot of people is busy. If you've got kids, your kids are probably home, or grandkids, maybe you've got graduation or vacations or busy time with clients. And so if you could already look to see like, well, what has already worked? Can I recreate that or repost it or repurpose it? Like that's going to save you so much time. One of the little bonus tip that I'm going to give you in terms of just sort of this mid-year checkup is look for content you already have on your phone that maybe you've never posted. I know for me, I have a whole lot of video on my phone that I've never really posted. Maybe it's me taking a walk or a pretty sunset or the flowers in my backyard. There's lots of different videos. It doesn't always have to be you on camera. And even if it is you on camera, you can take a 7-second clip of you talking like this, mute it, add some music, and add some different text over the screen. So the video doesn't always have to be exactly what the video is about, if that makes sense. So those are just a few things I would encourage you to check out. Again, we're having our big 10-year anniversary sale that's happening right now. I'll put all the details below. Check it out. We'd love to have you part of the Academy family. Let's get our mid-year plan locked and loaded. Who's with me? Let's go.